Good morning from UTAC 2021, the Uncrewed Tactical Applications Conference in Georgia, Perry. Once a day, we are here on top of the helipad, already up in the air, providing live stream down to incident command. Today's scenario, one that's unfortunately a reality, almost a daily reality these days, an active shooter situation with the potential of hostages. Again, drones and other robotics are going to be utilized in this scenario because they do help. As you can hear, there is active shooting happening. It even scared me because I'm not seeing what is happening behind me. But we have air support up in the air, and as soon as we're called in, we will transition air support over to the incident site. There are other units also operating a tethered drone that is giving a one fixed position overview of what is happening. And later on, a Mavic-sized platform will be coming in, dropping a communications device to the hostage taker and trying to establish communications between the law enforcement agency and the hostage person. Behind me, there's a lot of action. I hear screaming, I hear gunshots. It is just wild. I would love to turn around and watch it myself, but I am here to bring you live what is happening. So let me give you just some more information. We are streaming right now live video feed through our Auterion Suite. That is coming from the vehicle that's up in the air right now. That vehicle has our Skynote, the flight controller, the connectivity device, and the mission computer embedded. Through that, we are streaming straight through the local network to the incident command vehicle so they can see in real time what is happening. Now, what we're hearing over the comms is that law enforcement has been notified. They are being called in to help and support this particular incident. We are waiting to get called in as part of the Overwatch air support. So we have everything set up. We will be ready in a second to come in and assist. So why is this important? Obviously, it's about data. It's about data in real time, and not just data, but actionable data. Data that an incident commander can look at, see what's happening, take the pieces that he or she needs, and make a faster, better decision to properly find a solution to the current situation. So we did several exercises yesterday, 3 in fact, including a nighttime operations. Today we have 2 exercises. We will be switching vehicles throughout the day, but right now we are still very focused on this particular scenario. All right, I believe we have been called in for air support. What we are going to be doing now is through our Auterion mission control, we will be setting a new orbit, a new loiter point around the incident site, keeping our camera pointed at the incident location. That gives us this 360-degree view of what is happening. Let me see if we can execute that command through AMC. Yes, we are doing that. It's fantastic to be able to do all of this in real time through the Auterion mission control and ground station.
Vector, do you have eyes on the scene?
That's my call. Vector 1, we have eyes on the scene. We will transitioning into loiter mode. We are also in close contact with Airbus. We are in close contact with other operators. There is a separation of airspace, which is absolutely needed in scenarios like these, where we are operating in close proximity to each other. Mitigation of airspace is one of those key words. UTM, you may have heard that term too, is the integration of uncrewed vehicles and crewed aircraft into the same and similar airspace. We've done this over and over during our natural disaster deployments, where we have active fire helicopters flying to the fire line, going only 50 to 100 feet over our area of operation. It can be done by properly integrating, by properly communicating, by having Airbus available to coordinate all these robotic units. Today, in this particular scenario, we are utilizing multiple types of robotics, not just in the air, not just free flying, but on a tether. We are also using ground robotics. In this particular case, Boston Dynamics Spot is being used. Another use case that is so helpful to first responders. Now imagine we have all these different units. They're all not properly standardized. That means everybody has to learn multiple systems. This is not sustainable. This is not the way forward. We got to standardize, and that is our mission at Auterion, bringing the ecosystem of robotics together, no matter at what level, in the air, on the ground, on the water, underwater. Make it standardized, have one ground control system, one user interface, one data workflow in the background. So no matter which platform you're using, which payload, which sensor, which camera you're using, everything feels the same, including the transfer of data. It is really amazing what's happening behind me. I hear screaming, I hear gunshots. It must be wild. I wish I could turn around, but I am so focused on all of you. So I may close this out so I get some eyes on the scenes. Even though I know what is happening, it's still exciting to see. Unfortunately, we gotta train for these type of scenarios these days. But we are happy that Auterion can be here, that we are powering UTAC, that we are providing live high altitude overwatch on incidents. Except today, it's not a high altitude. We are flying fairly low. Again, separation of airspace between all the moving vehicles in the air through Airbus. It's a fantastic opportunity here to learn, to see, to talk about new technologies, tactics, and how they're being used in the real world to help protect our communities, to help protect our first responders. Auterion here, we are sending our best to you at home or in the office or wherever you are. See you.